You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is our reaction to Hawkeye. So we are back with a new MCU Disney Plus original show, and just like all of my other MCU Disney Plus reactions, I am joined by my co-host Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
We are back. It's been a while since
Yep.
June, since Loki.
Yeah, I was gonna say that WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki were all like pretty close together. So this long of a break felt weird.
Yeah,
But we
no
had movies.
breaks. We were
We had
like back
movies,
to
so
back to back, pretty much. And then it's like, oh, hey, okay, we're good. But we have a Christmas themed show. No. I know Hannah and I are going into this one with very differing levels of anticipation.
say like super big, like differing, because I'm not like this isn't the show I've been most excited about. I'll say that. But I think Christmas stuff is fun. So that's like at the least is what I'm expecting is fun.
This wasn't like Loki for me because once they first announced Loki, I was like, okay, fine, I guess. But then the trailer came out, and I was like, okay, yes, I'm getting it, I'm feeling it. And then, of course, when the series came out, you can watch our reaction. But spoiler alert, we both loved it. So this one, my the thing that actually got me most excited for this Hawkeye series is the post-credit sequence of Black Widow. That's like that's what got me most excited to be like, okay, fine. I'm pretty much here for the Haley Steinfeld's Kate Bishop, Lucky the dog, and Florence Pugh. That's who I'm here for on
Not she
these
was in this.
Tuesday nights. Well, hopefully, I mean, if they listen.
It's been confirmed. Like,
oh, has it?
confirmed.
Okay, I was like, if Flo does not show up,
a producer talked about her cameo.
I'll be pissed.
While promoting the show. So,
oh, okay, cool,
yeah.
cool. Okay, we're good. I'm safe.
Yeah, she's hard to confirm. The one person that I know we both, I mean, I more so want to see Kingpin, who's been very heavily rumored.
I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio talking about, I'm so excited for this Marvel show.
And liking tweets of being like, can't wait to see you in Hawkeye.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I've heard, so the first reactions and the reviews and stuff, I haven't watched any actual reviews, but I mean, if you're on Twitter, it's like impossible to avoid reactions and such, but they've been really positive, though they haven't really reassured me. It's been a lot of, this is the most MCU of the shows yet, and it's nice to talk about Clint more and actually get to like him a little bit, because I know both of us have certainly been on the let Clint die train.
I was gonna say, the first reactions got me a little more excited because they're definitely like what I expected them to be, but they got me a little more excited because it seems like a lot of people keep bringing up the Netflix MCU stuff, saying that it feels very reminiscent to that. And I mean, like, I'm the biggest Daredevil stan, so it's literally in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. So anything that, you know, reminds me of that, I'm probably going to enjoy.
So basically, I'm going into this head again expecting MCU formula. I think we're back to that return after a departure with Eternals, certainly, and Loki. I think we definitely departed with Loki as well. I'm expecting to at least explore Clint a bit more. It seems we're going a little bit deeper with him than we have in the past, which, if you're going to do a series, you better go deeper with that character.
There's a whole other layer that I know we're going to get into, which is his now, he's hearing impaired. So, and I haven't read the comics, but I know that that is a big storyline for him in the comic books. And this is very heavily inspired by the Fraction run of comics, I'm pretty sure. And that's where the storyline was introduced. So I'm really excited. And it seems like that comic book is one of people's absolute favorites. Like, whenever I'm on the timeline and people are talking about the show, they're talking about that comic book. So
yeah, I know people, Hawkeye has some stands. and most of them stem from the comic books.
I was gonna say Hawkeye has comic stands.
And I mean, some of these people try. I mean, they just transfer that love to the movies. But let's just be real. I mean, he hasn't been given.
I was gonna say I am mutuals with a lot of people who stan Hawkeye in the comics, and they're not fans of the MCU version. So that's why they've been excited about this, because it is been confirmed to be so heavily inspired by that run of comic books that they really love. So
I just wish Jeremy Renner wasn't.
If you've seen pictures of Clint in the comic books, then you understand why there's a disconnect to Jeremy Renner.
But you know, I've never also been like this huge Haley Steinfeld stan. I really like her. Like, I think she's, you know, she's cute, she's fun. But I'm hoping this will like fully get me on board, because she's like one of the internet's like it girls. Like, everybody just loves Haley, and so I'm hoping this will get me on that train as well. And I am a dog
stan
stan
either,
so,
but I love The Edge of 17. That's
me too.
Like, I
love
guess
that film.
Extent to my.
I also
Haley
love
Steinfeld
Bumblebee.
Love. Yeah, I forgot she's in that.
But that's the thing, is I don't love those things for her. Like, she's good in them.
Well, no, I disagree on The Edge of 17. I think The Edge of 17 is 100%, but also Woody Harrelson kind of steals
her and
the
Woody
show.
Harrelson. Yeah, I think Woody, steals the show, and then Bumblebee kind of steals the show,
he
as he
been
should.
Nominated for that, but whatever.
And I'm always a stan of dogs. So
oh my god, Lucky's gonna be the
dog
cutest.
is not in it. Like, I just watched Cowboy Bebop, and I'm like, I'm gonna need you to.
I knew you were gonna love
come forward. I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more central. I had to go the whole first 2 episodes with no sign of a little corgi, and I was like, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna survive the series if I don't get him soon? So I don't need to be faked out. All this marketing material about Lucky. He was in that trailer for like 1 second, so I'm nervous already. I'm like, oh hell no.
It's the week of cute dogs for TV.
It is. I mean, anytime you give an animal their own like poster for your show or something,
he better be heavily involved.
I'm on board with them. Like, I'm like, okay, I found my favorite character of the show. I'm sorry, it's already over. It's decided. But all right, here we are. Episode 1 for Hawkeye. Are you ready for it, Hannah?
So ready.
Let's shut my big trap already and get into the damn episode, shall we?
Oh,
okay, we starting at Avengers. Oh, Vera.
I forgot she was in this.
Me too.
So happy
Until I just saw her. I'm like,
oh my god.
Okay, maybe I'm excited for everything except Christmas and Clint.
Oh, sweet. I'm surprised we're opening up with Kate.
I know, me too, actually.
Yeah. Oh, is this during the
invasion?
Yeah. I love when we do this. We had that really great moment in WandaVision with Monica coming back from the snap, and I loved that. So, ooh, I love that shot.
I know. I was just saying, visually, I'm really liking this perspective.
It gave me chills.
That shot a little wonky.
Yeah.
But
a little CGI heavy. Oh, that's cool. I see what they just did. That's cool.
We have to get out of here.
Now, where's she been this whole time? I didn't hear her running around screaming for her daughter. None of that this whole time. FYI, Hannah and I are like 2 of the last remaining like OG Avengers stands.
Oh yeah. Both of us are like the only ones with it still in our top 5.
Oh, this opening sequence is cool.
Yeah, this is like what the cover, the artwork for the Fraction comic book looks like. I actually got to do a little research because it's one of the few times that Marvel's actually sourced inspiration, like a direct inspiration for one of their things. So, see, this felt very much like the Daredevil opening.
It does kind of give Daredevil opening.
Even like the music, like
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like the show is pretty much telling us right now this is really a Kate Bishop show.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, sorry, girl, you on your own for this.
They're valid for that.
Mm-hmm. They said, you a cute little white girl, you'll survive. We gotta go. Oh my god. Sorry. I got distracted by Rogers the musical.
Oh, man. I can't.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm with you, Clint, right now, because I agree.
I hate that I would pay to see this.
Look at him with his PTSD, yes.
It's crazy with the amount of heroes that we have in the MCU. PTSD is not touched on nearly enough.
I know what happens.
I was like,
You knew he wasn't Hawkeye. Ant-Man.
Not this. Something for the gays. I'm crying because the gays actually would eat this up. Me included.
Ooh! Somebody's spitting. No. How are they gonna call that like Rogers the musical and not like
Right.
Avengers the musical?
I'd be offended.
Right?
This is a Russo daughter, by the way.
Oh. We'd love to see nepotism babies, huh?
A lot ridiculous.
Show mom what she's missing.
I didn't know he had an older son. Has he always been a character?
I'm like, where was that child in Endgame?
That child was never there.
Where did he come from? Right. You just watched Endgame, didn't you? Like, was there a boy at that front scene? Like an
I'm trying to,
older
because
boy?
they named one after Natasha, right?
They
Not
talking
the.
about,
I know it's not a girl. I know there's a boy that they named like something for Natasha in Ultron, and I'm like, did he just call that younger kid it, or is it the older kid?
See, they didn't do enough to. This is why we were like, Clint should have died instead of Natasha, because
We
we're
don't
like,
have no kids to worry about with Natasha.
Ooh, Ma had a come up.
Oh my god.
Lord. Okay, there.
It's over. It was big.
We left half.
It's over.
Were you guys all good?
Maybe you and Clint have more in common, Larry, than you think.
Maybe I'm gonna be the Clinton stan for this show. Yeah, this kid situation.
Let me stop trying to make
We're
sense
real
of it.
suspicious, Russos.
Miss Haley.
No.
Something very LGBT just happened to me.
Who is this old fool?
Where is he? I'm not so sure. A way to talk.
I'd be like, why are you talking about my mom like that?
Come and say hello to Miss Bishop. Needs to have a chat with your prize of a mother.
Listen, this is the moments when I definitely know I watched too much Game of Thrones because I'm like, can we kill this man?
Oh my
If anyone
God.
just mildly annoys me, I'm like, let's kill.
I was gonna say I just finished watching The Great Season 2, and that is also very violent. So
Off with their head, please. I'm tired. Oh,
that mustache is sending me. Oh.
Heck of a party, huh?
Oh my God.
I will say, Miss Kate, I'm not sure about the shoes. We hadn't seen them till that moment. A little question, but everything else, I'm living. And then we can scroll down.
Paul for friends.
Excuse you, sir?
Wilson Fisk.
Mom, what was that about? Is that guy threatening
Ooh.
you? I honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, let's go investigate this Armand.
Oh, I like the
Yeah.
Christmas music coming in. This is like a auction?
What are they auctioning? But you just die if Fisk is in the auction.
I know he's not, because I know I would have heard about it with the first reactions, but holding out for maybe episode 3.
You don't even know my name. You know, this is not gonna work out. I quit. You can't quit.
Oh, that's funny. Wine cellars are always very like dynamic places to shoot.
350. 350 right here in the front. Do we go to 400? Let's go to 4. 4. Thank you so much. At 4,000, do I hear 4?
Is he gonna try and kill her mom?
Sold for $475,000. Up next. Lot number 309.
What the hell's wrong with this man? Oh? My knee just hurt, like, watching her do that. I was like, oh.
That was cool. Ooh.
Like, I know it's obviously Ronin's suit, but it's giving me, like, Scorpion from Mortal Kombat as she's running around down here.
It always surprises me when MCU action isn't edited to shit. Because it seems like the shot well most of the time. It's just in the editing room they obliterate it.
This camera works a little much for me, personally. But
parts of it is stylized, for sure.
Oh. She definitely went to the Natasha Romanoff school of takedown.
Most of it's in camera, though.
If the MCU is going to do one thing with a female hand-to-hand, it's going to be that takedown style. Excuse you, sir.
Die.
No.
Immediately.
Yes. Well deserved.
Looks cold. Get that poor baby off the street. Oh. Why does that make me want to cry?
Oh, girl. You almost just got your head caved in, child.
It was for a dog, though, so it's okay.
It's true. Better her than him. Thanks for giving us the face for no real good reason. Like, what, sir, why did you lift your mask?
Would you possibly work for Wilson Fisk?
Maybe. Like,
I can't, because you've never been mentioned before. Who are you?
they moved from the small towns, this little hick farm, to the big city and found a new child. So, ooh, he's like, what kind of thievery? Beesh, that's mine.
Bitch stole my look. We didn't need that reminder.
I know. I was like, okay, Marvel, we got it. Trust your audience a little bit, please.
I suppose they're covering their tracks because so many people came and watched WandaVision without watching any of the other Marvel movies. So now they're like, we gotta explain.
Yeah, nobody knows what Ronin is.
Threatening my mom and buying black market swords? Do you think he's connected with the break-in somehow?
Kate, you're so real.
Of course. Oh.
That'll do.
Look at that sweet baby. Oh my god.
Do not destroy this apartment.
Well, no promises.
They just took the dog from off the street and expected to have training. At least that poor baby's out of cold.
Yes. He stopped the robbery. Now he needs warmth.
Whose house is she in?
I think her mom's?
Why'd you have to break into your mom's house?
Maybe not. Oh, okay. She's in Armand's house. Oh! Looks like I got my wish.
Murder.
Daniel Craig, come on in.
Wait, is that Armand?
We got you now.
Who do you work for, though?
Not them thinking this is the same person, though. I'm like, come on now.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Shit. Girl.
Who's aiding?
Is it Clint?
It's probably Clint. I expect the action with Jeremy's old ass to be a little jabby. Oh man.
She said, I'm not waiting to find out who this is.
Clint, this looks a little suspect.
Oh,
Oh, by fast.
okay.
That was very Kate Bishop centric.
Yeah. For your whole, like, premiere episode. That was a Kate Bishop episode.
Yeah.
Like-
Clint had like
2 minutes. He had as much
And
time
he
as
did
Lucky
do
the
nothing.
Dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe,
I'm not complaining. I was not what I expected.
maybe that's why it was I and it flew by. I'm not sure.
I did like what we seen of Clint though.
I feel like that. Well, that's the interesting thing is, come on, you don't open your show with a whole episode not about the title character, right? I don't know, like, and
Well-
not just set us up to be like, yeah, this is a passing of the guard for sure. This is an
I was gonna
introduction,
say,
you know, rather than a Clint show.
in the book, they both go by Hawkeye. So
Okay.
it makes sense why the show is called Hawkeye. We knew it wasn't going to be 100%.
I knew it was not 100%, but I wasn't
But
expecting
I
like an
was- yeah.
85-15 split.
Yeah.
But that actually, okay. So I thought that was fine. I thought it was good. Didn't blow me away, but was
Not my
that
favorite.
I wasn't like, I was not like dead, dying on the floor, like kill me now. So
Probably the weakest of the
of the premieres.
MCU pilots, yeah.
And I mean, some people argue WandaVision. We didn't agree with that.
Oh, no,
Some
I
people
loved
did not
WandaVision,
love
too.
those first couple of WandaVision episodes. Again, you could go watch our reaction. We were on board. We were ready from the jump, right from the start on those episodes. Yeah, I think it's definitely the weakest because, again, some people didn't love the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier either, and that was like one of our
That's-
favorite episodes of
yeah,
the whole
that's my-
series.
That's literally my favorite episode of any of the Disney Plus shows.
We were like, we loved that first episode
Yeah.
of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then of course Loki just killed it right from the get-go. I know we kind of talked about it when it came to something like Falcon and Winter Soldier in comparison to Loki and WandaVision. Certainly, we're back to a show that there is a mystery. There's a mystery here to an extent, but it just didn't set up like that extra. Like those couple of like Loki and WandaVision really set up an extra level of like.
If we didn't have a second
interest.
episode right now, I wouldn't be like anxiously waiting all week for
Yeah.
a second, is what I'd say.
Yeah, I would be like,
Didn't
that's
have
cute.
a second right
That's
now.
fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, it was very smart for them to premiere two at the same time because that first one was cute. It was fine. It was a cute little intro to Kate Bishop, but it didn't really set up anything that had you be like, okay, I cannot wait for that next Hawkeye episode. I don't know if you know, does Lucky have like little powers? Does he have like a sixth sense? Like, what was he doing getting in on this like action and like grabbing things and running? I was like, what?
I have no idea.
You're not just a little dog, are you, Lucky? Like, what is going on with you? Gonna have to keep my eye on you, little Lucky. Low key, I mean, it was cheesy as a mug, but maybe my favorite part of this whole episode was that Rogers musical. Like, like I'm gonna need, if this is Broadway, I'm gonna need those costumes to be leveled up before I pay them Broadway seats to watch this. But the camp factor made up for everything. So, so yeah. What were your general thoughts other than that on the premiere?
Yeah, I wish it like grabbed me a little bit more, I guess. It went by really fast. Which,
Yeah.
you know, I've watched plenty of TV where episodes are an hour long and they feel an hour long. So the pacing was great. And I think the action was really stylized and cool for the most part. I like Kate so far. It's just not what I expected and not really grabbing me. You know what? If this wasn't like attached to the MCU and it was just, you know, a random show about, you know, some Archer or whatever, I probably wouldn't watch the second episode, is what I'd say. I'd probably put it to the side.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. If this was just like some random girl, Katniss Everdeen style, you know, like the wake of Katniss, and we have another female Archer TV show rando, I agree. It would be like, okay, that's cute, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you to it for the rest of the season.
And I don't want to like make it seem like the like ground level stuff in the MCU is what isn't like my favorite or anything. Because like I said, I loved the first episode of Falcon and Soldier. It's my favorite of any of the episodes of the Disney Plus shows so far. And I think the pilot of Daredevil is like one of the best episodes of the show. And you know, but
yeah, I mean, Daredevil is your jam, like your jam above these
my
Disney
bread and butter,
Plus, all of it, and that is really grounded. I mean, it's grounded as it is.
That first episode, like it leaves you with the plot line of what we go into the second episode where we get that hallway fight and him rescuing that kid, you know, that shot of him just on top of the like all of the buildings, like listening to all the stuff in the city go on. I'm like, that's like, you know, something to grab you, right? But this, it's like, I understand we had that murder, but I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't know if I wasn't like paying attention or not.
And they were trying to steal a watch. I don't know. And that heist, it didn't have much weight to it. I don't know. Like it didn't really. I didn't care about them trying to steal a watch from this weird underground rich people auction. The more intriguing part was like Armand seeming to scheme to try to kill her mother. That was a little more interesting to me. I'm like, what is his deal? Like, why is he so salty? I think they need a hallway scene in episode 2. They need something of that caliber that is just like a set piece in this next episode, I think. And then I think, you know, that the hype level will be there if they have something like that.
And I saw people talking about the opening. That's all I saw people talking about when those first reactions came out. I'm like, the opening was cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It wasn't not what it should live up to be, I guess, from the reactions. I personally actually like the scene in WandaVision more with Monica. Snap.
And that's the thing is we've seen those callbacks at this point too. So it wasn't like if that was maybe the first time we had ever seen them pull something like that, maybe it would have been like, whoa, you know, like crazy. But I mean, we even get it to an extent in Endgame when they go back to New York. We're like seeing what different people are doing, running around during that moment. So yeah, I mean, I think we're both on the same page. It was fine. It was good. Yeah. It was solid.
I want to say I know me and Larry said in the beginning that this wasn't the show that we were most excited for, and I don't want it to make it seem like, oh, we went in with our minds up made up already. Yeah. We weren't excited for Loki either. I actually was less excited about Loki than I was for Hawkeye initially. But obviously that's my favorite of the MCU shows. So.
And Loki had just been explored so much heading into his series, and they found a way, the writers and everyone on that team found a way to get us so interested and invested in that character again that most of us were kind of like, okay, we're done. Like, your death was sad, but it is time to move on. And now we're like, can't wait to have Loki back in the MCU. Like that series alone, like revamped it, showed us a new side to him, gave him character development, which this series still can do.
I was gonna say this is just the first episode.
Just the first episode. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, is make us, in this case, that one was make us care about a character that their arc finished. This one is make us care about a character you haven't made us even slightly care about, really, in the movies. He's been around for a long ass time, and you've introduced this family. You tried at the beginning of Endgame with that family stuff, but nothing has really clicked with this character for me. So,
just with the little bit of family stuff that we got here, it already feels more like authentic and endearing than we've had in like Age of Ultron. So I'm excited for the next episode.
Yeah, so that was our reaction. Don't kill us. Maybe kill us. I don't know. Leave your comments down below.
Let us know who that was and if we were supposed to know who died.
Also, ma'am, we're gonna. People just think being a scream queen is easy. Ma'am, whoever you were that came in, we're gonna have to work on that scream a little bit. I'm just saying. But that was our reaction to episode 1 of Hawkeye. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including each and every one of our new Hawkeye reactions. Hannah, do you want to let people know where they can find you?
Our Addicted Hannah on Twitter.
Perfect. And you can find us both over at the Cinemania World podcast as well. So I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.